Hi Scorpio, welcome to Sophquest. Yes, Sophquest Synergy has moved to a new channel here on Sophquest. So if you are a subscriber at Sophquest Synergy, please do subscribe to the new channel because the other channel went dormant for a while, and because of the metrics on YouTube, it's just better for all of us as a community to thrive, for the channel to thrive better with the new metrics, so that I can bring the kind of video content that I want to bring in the way that I want to bring it. All right, so if you would, please do. I want to say that my name is Spence, first of all, hi. And I want to say that this is a big week because we have a full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius on Wednesday, the 26th. This is, you know, an energy, a lunar energy that is, an eclipse is big. You know, it lasts, the effects last approximately 6 months. So it is something to really consider. And being in Sagittarius, Sagittarius is very much about our belief systems. It's about what we are either open-minded to or closed-minded to. And Gemini is about taking in new information and learning from it, both from the left and right sides of the brain, seeing things through opposite perspectives and being able to find somewhere the middle of the road. So I think that that's what the universe is helping us do right now. You know, we are, with the North Node in Gemini as well, we are really heading toward a quickening in learning, and really learning to open our minds to new innovation, new ways of doing things, right, for the planet, right, helping Gaia, clean energy, solving some of the problems on the planet. So I think it's a really important time to take stock of the things that you believe in, the things that you stand for, and the things that you're willing to speak about. Because it starts in the home. It starts with your family, and then your community, your town, your city, your state, your country. It really does, and it's ripples in a pond. So it's a good time to check in and ask yourself whether or not you're speaking with positivity and loving kindness. And so that might be something you want to keep in mind. Also, planetarily, we have Jupiter in Pisces, which is an expansion of open-mindedness to the mysteries of life, things that are unknown, and taking in the information without too much defining going on, right? It's not judgmental. It is undefined and limitless, and a little bit more spiritual and even psychic, right? We're opening up to our sixth sense and perceiving more, right? That's a cool thing. We also have Mercury conjunct Venus in Gemini, and this is a very good energy for us to get conversational with the people in our lives, talk a little bit more. So that's cool. All right, respect the mysteries right now, and trust that the universe has a greater plan for whatever it is that you're learning. All right, today we're going to use the Enchanted Map Oracle cards. That is by Colette Baron Reid, and the Tarot of the Mystical Moments by Katrine Welch Stein. All right, Scorpio, here we go. I'm going to pull a card for you from the Enchanted Map Oracle. Let's do that. I always pre-shuffle the cards before I turn the camera on, but I'll do a little bit more on camera for you. A card for Scorpio. Scorpio, for the week of May 24th through the 30th. No, not that one. Didn't want to come. Scorpio. For Scorpio. There we go. We have deep freeze, Scorpio. A deep freeze. Okay, so maybe a time to stop and to see what needs to be thought out, perhaps. We'll see. I'm going to read that for you. Because it's Gemini season, I'm reading the writing of the creator of the deck from Colette Baron Reid, because the writing is really well done, and I think sharing it's a good thing to do at this time. All right, and then I'm going to pull 9 cards from the Tarot of Mystical Moments. I love the surrealism in this deck, and I just felt like it was very apropos for the time right now. All right, here we go. So I've got that a bit more shuffled. I did, again, shuffle these as well before I turn the camera on. So I'll cut the deck, and we will lay out your 9-card spread. Scorpio. Okay, the week of May 24th through the 30th. I am tripping over my tongue today, so just please forgive me. I have a lot of Mercury. So Mercury's about to go retrograde. At the end of the week, it will station and start its retrograde cycle. So we're in the pre-shadow right now. So if you're starting to misspeak or have trouble with some technology, things like that, that is pretty normal for this time of the year, okay? So here we go. I'm going to show you each card one by one. We have the Six of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Empress. Wowzer, wowzer. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Something good is going on for you, Scorpio, coming up. Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, and Page of Cups. This is lovely. Then the Knight of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. Okay, then we run into a little hitch, but we'll work it out. Let's see what this is about. Okay, the Six of Swords. All right, considering, I'm going to, spoiler alert, the last card in your 9-card spread today, Scorpio, is the Five of Swords. And this is probably an argument that needed an apology, or will need, perhaps, for you to speak a little bit more kindly. Maybe this is just saying, avoid the argument. But the Six of Swords is the next card from that card. The Five of Swords can be the silent treatment. It can be passive aggressiveness. It's just a lose-lose situation where somebody feels like they've lost. They just throw their hands up, okay, I've lost. And the winner that takes it all doesn't feel good about themselves either, if it's a win-lose situation, because it's winning at all costs. And so usually when the Five of Swords is around, it means to me that there's a conflict that usually gets argumentative, or on the other side of the spectrum, it is the silent treatment. This, being on the bottom of the deck, the Six of Swords says you're going to move right through it. You're going to go from the choppy water into the calmer waters by the end of the week. So this could very much be about Mercury retrograde. And maybe something comes up that you have to discuss and move forward from. Something from the past. And you will, because all of the other cards on this table are gorgeous. So Six of Swords, you're going to be moving through something. Perhaps finding closure on an issue that you've had, Scorpio. With someone in your life that you love. Very much. And you've been working on making changes, I believe, in the relationship. I am seeing a relationship. If this is work, same thing. And you're doing well at work and there's just an issue to work out. First, though, we're going to read Deep Freeze. Okay? Deep Freeze by Colette Baron-Reid, the Enchanted Map Oracle. This is number 26. I almost opened right to it. There we go. Deep Freeze. Everything has its season. Now is the time to put activity on hold while you rest. Okay, Scorpio. The cold winter beckons you to slow down and put a freeze on things that are not yet ready to bloom. It's time for regeneration and hibernation. I think this is about the coming Mercury retrograde that will happen at the end of the week. Forgo ambitious activity and take a pregnant pause. It allows ideas to gestate, projects to shift and change, and relationships to go through a dreamy state of being, not really going anywhere and not needing to. This is also a time to put all your arguments on ice. Nothing beneficial will come from any of them. Self-care is the most important activity now, so reflect, read a good book, or get a massage. Rest and dream. Okay, that makes sense right now as well, because we're in a lunar eclipse, and that is, big enlightenment about something we need to let go of. So whatever this issue was, or might come up again to be discussed, the card above it is the Page of Cups, and I think that's really about giving yourself a break and letting it go, forgiving it, whatever it might have been. The rest of your spread is absolutely beautiful. So I think that whatever this is, something is being eclipsed for you, Scorpio, and I think it's an old problem that's going to find a resolution. So right now, it's okay to chill. Chill, okay? That's what this is saying. All right, for top row, we have the Six of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Empress. I mean, look at these cards. That's fantastic, right? Six of Wands, recognition. Being recognized for doing something that is seen as successful and well done. And then we have, the Wheel of Fortune. So a fortunate change coming about, something that is a season that is turning. I think this is the eclipse energy. And with the Empress, I mean, this is about growth and loveliness, beauty. It is caring. And imagine it to be, a garden full of blooming flowers. So perhaps right now, just chill, because this is what's actually happening for you. Once you have closure, I think, on whatever it is, Scorpio, that is happening for you during this lunar eclipse, and then Mercury retrograde, to be perhaps reviewed and discussed, and hopefully to find some resolution on, okay? The second row here, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So you're being patient for what it is that you're praying and hoping for that's going to come in for you. This wish card. This is a wish fulfilled card. It is a card of self-satisfaction, feeling really good about yourself, feeling right with the world. And that comes with the Page of Cups. So I think that you're in a good place. And I think that you can offer this cup to whomever it is, because right underneath that is the Five of Swords that maybe you've had a conflict with. Okay? But you are moving forward successfully. You're changing things. You're growing. You're expanding your awareness of what you need to do to make your environment, your day-to-day life, with this Knight of Pentacles, thrive. With this Nine of Cups, you're trying to make your life thrive. If this is a relationship, you are trying to grow the relationship, nurture the relationship, and work on it, and offer this kindness, this cup of love, whether it's an apology, whether it's forgiveness, whether it's just a kind word that matters right now for you, Scorpio. And the bottom row, we have the Knight of Swords. And in this deck, I love this depiction. In this deck, the Knight of Swords, which I call the Crusader, it's someone who has some information and they're taking the information forward to communicate it. So I see this as a crusader, someone on a quest. And in this particular deck, this is a women's rights advocate. That's what's written all over her dress, you might see. Okay. And next to that, we have the King of Pentacles. So perhaps someone, if it's you, okay, if it's someone else, is coming forward wanting to have a conversation about your stability. Maybe it's work. Or maybe, if this represents the husband or the wife, the one that you count on every day to be there in the long term, right? That's the pentacle suit of earth. It takes time. It's a long time period. And at the King, it's really grown. So I think you're bringing information and wanting to have a conversation with somebody you have a committed relationship with, or someone is doing this and coming in to talk to you, Scorpio, and wanting to discuss a conflict, the Five of Swords. So perhaps by the end of the week, after you've gone through this lunar eclipse that brings things sort of to awareness, a deeper understanding of things, okay, of what you value, what you believe in, and what you stand for, and what you want to communicate. I think that that's what's happening right now in this full moon for you, Scorpio. So whatever this is, it's okay right now to just let it be. And the best way maybe to do that is to say, I know that we've had a conflict. This is the card above it, but please forgive me. Or I just wanted to say, I'm going to own my part in this. Or, we haven't talked in a long while, and maybe we should, right? Something like that I think is happening. All right, so let's go vertically now. The Six of Wands over the Knight of Pentacles is working well and being noticed as working well, making an effort every day, day after day, with the Knight of Swords. So you're working on something you care about and something you're wanting to discuss. And, you're going to do that successfully, okay? So have faith in your ability to discuss whatever this conflict is, because this is a good time. Gemini season is about third house communication, right? All right, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune because a change is happening, and I believe in this reading, this is the eclipse, right? The cogs, the wheels of time, they are moving us forward to make change for the improvement that we're looking to have in our lives. So you're changing things to improve them. Nine of Cups. For wish fulfillment, for what it is you're trying to do. To feel really good about things, something that makes you feel stable and secure with the King of Pentacles. So if this is a person, if this is you, this is something you're committed to. Or if this is a relationship, the person is committed to you. And you want to change things for the better with this person, if it's a relationship. If it's work, I am really seeing success, 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 success cards. Big time. I mean, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 success cards on the table. So I wouldn't worry too much. Take a breather. Maybe take a vacation if it's on the books for you. That would be good for you, Scorpio. All right, and then I'm seeing here the last row, the Empress, the Page of Cups, 5 of Swords. This is nurturing kindness, reverence, and gratitude, the Page of Cups. I see the Page of Cups as a cup filled with what is the Ace of Cups, the grace, the love that is brought to a situation, the love that is offered in a relationship, or the peace that is offered if it's at work or in your career, or in any other relationship with any other person in your family that you have long-term relationship with here with these Earth cards, the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. If it's relationships, it's relationships that you've worked on for many years, day after day. So whatever this conflict is, you want to make sure you nurture the relationship. You want to make sure that you offer peace, right? You want to offer a peace offering, or you will receive a peace offering for whatever this is. Because under the deck, the next card after this 5 is the 6. And moving forward from that conflict into a better situation. So that way, the 6 of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress all comes to pass. And you get this 9 of Cups. You get your wish fulfillment. You've come to a resolution. Wow. Under the deck, the 4 of Wands and the Ace of Swords, the conversation. This is probably going to be happening in your home. 4 of Wands represents home or marriage to me very often. So whatever this is about, you're moving it forward and you're going to do it in a positive way, Scorpio. And remember that deep freeze, that right now, if things need to chill, or let's just say someone has a chilly disposition because you guys have had an argument, or maybe perhaps this week you will have an argument, please do remember this. The peace offering, the apology, or the forgiveness. Because going through a full moon lunar eclipse is deep. It's deeply emotional, it's psychological, it's spiritual. And in Gemini, we're taking in a lot. We're perceiving a lot. But not necessarily only analytically. We are perceiving it spiritually. We're perceiving it, more with Pisces involved. And Sagittarius, right? It's Jupiter, which everything Jupiter touches expands where it is. And in, everything being where it is in Pisces and in Gemini, we're thinking about unconditional love. We're thinking about the oneness of the whole of humanity. So kindness, reverence, and gratitude. And if someone needs time to thaw a little bit, wherever this is happening in your life, give them time. And if it's you that needs time, then I would just respectfully ask for, a little time to just go over things in your own mind and allow this shadow period of Mercury retrograde before it stations on the 29th and then goes back into retrograde. you know, it goes and then comes back over a particular area in your chart. So you might want to look that up and find out where it's going to retrograde for you, because it might be about conflict resolution. And that might be an incredibly healing thing that you can let go of finally now during this eclipse. And I think that's a very powerful thing and a really good thing for you, Scorpio. Actually, I really do. So I gotta say, I will do one thing for you before I say goodbye. I'm going to take 3 Celtic Lenormand by Chloe McCracken and Will Worthington as the artist. And I'm just going to pull 3 cards and clarify what the 5 of Swords might be about for you. Okay, for Scorpio, the week of May 24th through the 30th. Because everything else on this table looks like you are really moving toward growth, expansion. Thank you. Growth, expansion, and abundance. It looks really good. So it's a blip, whatever it is. And if I were you, I would offer apology if it's necessary. I would also be gracious and accept an apology if it comes towards you. But if you're just not talking for a minute, which with deep freeze, I have a feeling this might be a bit of silent treatment. And if that's the case, whether it's at work, at home, with a friend, family member, anybody, give it time to do that. For some reason, there is an obstacle here that just needs time and patience, okay, in order to be resolved. And I got 1, there's the second, yes. Okay. All right, and 1 other. Wow, I just saw that picture. Okay, great. All right, yes, there's nothing that's going to last that isn't a solvable problem in your relationship. So I'm seeing the mountain, and I'm seeing that this is, you know, an obstacle, and I'm seeing this relationship with the 2 hands you can see coming together, and then this, the lucky clover. It's all going to work out. It really is, Scorpio, and you need to have faith in that and patience in that right now, and understand that whomever is going through this, you know, they've come upon some type of obstacle in their mindset, in their self-awareness, in their self-esteem, or in their life in a very tangible way, you know, just working hard. And so that might be why the silence right now. That's all. Okay? But with this, you can see the handshake and the lucky clover there. This is going to work out, and I wouldn't worry it at all. Allow it to thaw in its own time, if it needs time. Okay? And then just remember that cup of grace is on its way. All right? So I wish you a very happy week, the 24th through the 30th. Please do give me a thumb up if you like the content. I would appreciate it very much if you would subscribe to the channel. It's fledgling right now, but I'm hoping all of my subscribers from Sophquest Synergy will subscribe to this channel, since we've kind of moved house now. So here's where you're going to be getting all of your videos. So please do subscribe and click the notification bell so that you can get your weeklies, all right? I do one for every sign of the zodiac, so per week you could get 3 or 4 videos depending on what you're trying to look at, your sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, whatever it is. All right, so thank you so very much. I'm Spence. I wish you the best week, the best lunar eclipse, and trudging into Mercury retrograde we'll talk about next week again. Okay, take care, good luck. Thanks. Kindness, reverence, and gratitude, always.